On the 26th of April, 2017, a boy named Sisko created the greatest album of all time, the Goose album.
Sisko changed the game. The industry was shaken. He brought a new standard. The world wasn't the same. 4 hours, weaving in dozens and dozens of different genres and sounds, all connected by one theme, the goose. It did something special, something I've never seen in my life. You couldn't avoid the Goose album. I mean, everyone knew about it. I'm pretty sure every song on that album has topped the charts at least 1 point. I remember when a friend of mine introduced me to the album for the first time. I was astonished. I mean, this kid did everything I've worked my life towards in one try. I mean, his country was just next level, man. I couldn't even be mad about it.
There's a goose knocking at my door, there's a goose knocking at my door. I liked it once, I liked it twice, but the goose is at my door.
You know, Sisko really understood punk culture. I mean, he really knew how to take the anger and frustration of punk and apply it to his album's themes, you know? It was almost like punk was made for this album, and looking back, only 15 minutes of the album are punk inspired, but those 15 minutes are just some of the best punk songs I've ever heard in my life.
Hey, you goose, get your beak away from my shoes. They're not for goose use, yeah, they're not for goose use.
You ask any band or artist since the album's release who their favorite artist is, they will all say Sisko, and it's not hard to see why. I mean, barely anyone's perfected a sound, let alone this many.
No history, no family. Dude doesn't even have a last name. He was an outsider.
You know, some say he's an actual alien, right? Or some, like, angel or something. I know. But, no matter what, Sisko has really helped this world. And even if he's some alien or something, that can't change that. That won't change that.
Yo, it's a goose land out there, beware their feather tear. Don't dare to meet their stare, they'll leave you done in despair. Yeah, and all the beaks in the streets just want to mess with me. One look at their web feet, they'll leave you dead in the beat. Beady eyes, I'm uneasy. Goose ready, goose ready, goose ready.
Flap of wings getting queasy.
Goose ready, goose ready, goose ready. Goose season the only reason to stay inside and tease them. I think they see my bread. Goose ready, goose ready, goose ready. I think I might be dead. Goose ready, goose ready, goose ready. Just hope they're properly fed. Goose ready, goose ready, goose ready.
He changed my life. You know, I met him once, and so around the time the album released, it was about a month after. You know, I was at some party. I remember being really bitter at the time, because my fifth album, Studio Sinclair, Born to Live, Die and Live, got mostly negative reviews, while the Goose album was praised. I was really upset at myself and just at the world. Then I listened to the album, and I just got angrier. So I went to the party to try to just forget everything, and so I go there, I walk in, I go to get some drinks or something, and then I see him. I see Sisko just standing there. I get nervous and even more mad, because what did I have to be nervous about, you know? So I'm thinking, forget this, you know, I'm gonna show him who's the real artist. So I go up to him, and before I could even say anything, he says, "Oh my god, is that Drip Drop AC? Dude, you're like one of my biggest inspirations." I was totally taken back. I didn't know what to say. I just barely got out, "Oh, cool." I felt really stupid. I was angry at this kid, and I didn't even have a reason why. Before I could say anything else, he goes on saying, How are you doing? No, you don't look too good." I know that sounds like the most patronizing thing ever, but I could really tell he cared. So I was honest. I told him about the album and how it was doing, and how I was just miserable. I felt purposeless. Then he said one thing, and one thing only, something I'll never forget. "No, man, I'm sorry to hear that. All I can say is just remember to make music for the right people and for the right reasons. Sorry, I better get going, but good luck. See ya." And I know that doesn't sound like a lot, but it was what I needed at the time. I remember just standing there thinking. I couldn't remember the last time I actually took time to think and reflect. I realized I wasn't mad that the album wasn't doing well. I was mad because I hated the album. There's always going to be those people that love or hate what you do just because of your name. And for the last, 5 years of my life, I've been making music just to please those people, to please the people that didn't even care about the music. I was making music for everyone's happiness but my own. I'm sorry. I don't mean to go on. It's just he changed my life, and I'll never forget that.
The goose, the goose, the goose, the goose. It's here, it's here. The goose, the goose. It's here, it's here. The goose, the goose.
Even after 5 years, people are still theorizing how he disappeared. The funny thing is, no one, and I mean no one, believes that Sisko died. You look at everything he's done, it's not traditional. I mean, he comes seemingly out of nowhere, makes the greatest album of all time. What after that, you know? He's not going to become some public icon like anyone else, because, look, he's not just anyone else. Most people believe, including me, that Sisko's not done. This is only the beginning. You know, I think Sisko's making something bigger, and it may take years, it may take decades before we see what he's made, but I believe that when he comes back, we will be ready, and I'm excited.